Hi, welcome to the next episode of VCF Breakroom Chats. I'm Tako Inishi, Product Marketing Engineer at Broadcom, and I lead product marketing for VCF Automation, which is a core component of VCF that powers the private cloud self-service experience. And in this series, focused on VCF automation, we bring VMware and industry experts to discuss VCF's cloud infrastructure automation capabilities. And in today's episode, I'm really excited to speak with one of my old-time buddies, Jad Elzane, aka Virtual Jad, principal technologist at Broadcom. And Jad drives product marketing for modern apps with the VCF division. And today, we're going to explore how VCF 9 integrated with ArgoCD delivers modern GitOps-enabled continuous delivery for private cloud environments, and how it empowers platform engineers and IT teams to accelerate and automate application delivery for AI, Kubernetes, and modern workloads. Jad, thanks for being here with us today.
Hey, Taka, thanks for having me. Excited to talk about this topic.
Awesome. All right, let's start with an overview for our audience. What exactly is continuous delivery in the context of VCF and the private cloud?
Well, continuous delivery allows platform teams to deliver modern apps and infrastructure updates at scale using widely adopted GitOps practices. So in VMware Cloud Foundation, we start with VCF automation, and that provides the policy-driven infrastructure and self-service automation layer, while ArgoCD continuously reconciles the desired state of manifests from a Git repository, right? It's pretty quintessential CD delivery. And together, they, they make continuous delivery a, core automated part of VCF 9 without requiring external tool chains or custom integrations or, roll your own type of setups.
Got it, got it. So why is continuous delivery in the private cloud such an important capability right now?
Well, so for over the past several years, the industry has largely settled on declarative state and continuous delivery as the baseline for managing modern apps in public clouds. But as more and more enterprises shift back to private cloud environments, they often lack the delivery agility that developers have come to expect from their cloud interactions, right?
Mhm.
So VCF and Argo CD help fill that gap. And it enables platform teams to move from manually managing releases to a fully automated, controlled, and repeatable deployment strategy.
Mhm.
It supports faster developer iterations, compliance assurances, and provides consistent infrastructure as code across all VCF environments.
All right. And how has the continuous delivery capability evolved in VCF? And I know there's some history here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So VCF historically relied on VCF automation pipelines, previously ARIA automation pipelines, and even more previously, for those who've been around for a while, this was vRealize automation code stream. And it relied on these four CI/CD use cases. But that was ultimately deprecated as our customers sought more open Kubernetes native approaches. So with VCF 9, we had an opportunity to basically start over and build around the GitOps ecosystem. And that led us to deep integrations between VCF automation, Argo CD, and the broader ecosystem. And the result is a modern stack that embraces today's standards, open standards, right? Native Kubernetes workflows, a declarative model that scales, sorry, with cloud and modern app patterns. And it's essentially just, we had a chance to take a look at it and say, this is what our customers are asking for, and that's what we delivered.
And yeah, that's a major shift. I was there when we first launched CodeStream, so excited to see, how far we've come. All right, so tell us, how does the new VCF automation plus Argo CD approach help enterprise IT teams specifically?
Well, out of the gate, it simplifies how platform teams deliver continuous services, right? With VCF-A provisioning the underlying Kubernetes infrastructure and Argo CD continuously reconciling application states against Git, right? IT gains end-to-end control, developers gain speed and autonomy. And for the enterprise, which is usually the most or the most prominent driver of all of these, it means consistent delivery pipelines, fewer steps, an audit history, and better alignment between development and operations teams, right?
Hmm.
It's about bringing like these DevOps disciplines into a secure, enterprise-worthy private cloud infrastructure.
Got it, got it. And what's technically unique about how VCF automation integrates with Argo CD?
So the integration is native, first of all, and it's designed to minimize setup overhead. Um, VCF automation can automatically deploy and configure Argo CD within the target Kubernetes clusters managed by VCF. So it's like a cat and a chicken type, or cat and a chicken,
Hmm.
chicken and the egg type thing. And then it registers those clusters as Argo CD destinations. Helm charts can be used to define application templates, while Git repos store declarative manifests. And so the result is a flow where provisioning, configuration, and continuous delivery all happen seamlessly from one control plane. And all of this adopts VCF Automation's tenant constructs for added security and governance. So it's end-to-end alignment with the developer and the enterprise.
And the unified cloud consumption experience. And what would you say differentiates the VMware approach from DIY or other, open source only setups?
For starters, VCF is a complete platform, right?
Hmm.
It provides end-to-end automation and infrastructure governance that open source GitOps tools lack on their own. Customers get integrated lifecycle management, policy enforcement, and they get security policies inherited from VCF. And that combination, which is enterprise-grade infrastructure plus proven GitOps workflows, it's really hard to replicate. And while a DIY approach is intriguing, it often hits roadblocks when the enterprise needs are considered, right? Especially around security and compliance. But that's kind of the big driver here. And VCF is enterprise proven. It comes with Broadcom support and has, the reliability behind it.
Nice, nice. What about the users? How can platform engineers use this to deliver continuous delivery as a private cloud service?
Well, GitOps capabilities are exposed as a service tier within the internal developer platform. So VCF automation lets them create templates and guardrails so developers can onboard their projects into Argo CD, trigger deployments via Git pushes, and monitor delivery health, all without having any sort of elevated permissions or ad hoc scripting. It creates a clean separation and allowing the developers to focus on their code and manifests while the PEs or the platform engineers own the automation and compliance layer.
Awesome. And what workloads benefit most from this? Is it just for Kubernetes apps?
So Kubernetes is the obvious one, Kubernetes workloads, but it's also pretty foundational for AI and data services. And the reality is those all kind of come hand in hand. You rarely talk about AI without having a Kubernetes conversation as far as infrastructure is concerned. So, most AI workloads depend on like reproducible infrastructure for model training pipelines. Continuous delivery ensures consistency across the environment. All of these are considered modern apps in my book, as they should be. So whether it's microservices, ML pipelines, or containerized enterprise apps, the integration provides the automation and reproducibility needed to manage them at scale, regardless of the app itself.
Nice, nice. And how does integrating Helm improve this continuous delivery experience?
Well, so first of all, Helm is everywhere. So we need the integration to be there. That's out of the gates. But for those Helm, or the reason why customers use Helm, it simplifies application packaging and it allows the platform teams to publish standard charts that can then be consumed within Argo, right? This ensures consistency, accelerated deployments, and combined with GitOps, with broader GitOps practices, it turns Helm charts into version-controlled service templates, making onboarding faster while preserving configuration control and taking advantage of the rest of the stack.
Gotcha, gotcha. Last question. What key outcomes should customers expect from adopting this solution?
Well, in general, the whole game is about faster delivery cycles. It's about improved reliability, reduced manual effort, the ability to, rubber stamp environments, having greater governance, and so on, right? These benefits go on and on. But it's also alignment with the enterprise. That's a big driver here. Platform teams can operate continuous delivery pipelines as part of their private cloud service catalog. They can give developers cloud-like agility, which is, the primary demand from those consumers. And the solution aligns IT with the, well-known DevOps best practices. It supports modern workloads. It reinforces VMware Cloud Foundation as the operational core for a modern self-service private cloud environment.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, thanks, Jed, for helping us understand, how VCF automation with ArgoCD and Helm enables continuous delivery and GitOps-driven workflows for the private cloud. The evolution of the solution, the integration, use cases for, both Kubernetes and AI workloads, and, how platform engineers can deliver CI/CD as a service to developers and DevOps teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Tommy. This was great. It's an important discussion to have. It's top of mind for a lot of our customers, a lot of customers I've spoken to as well. But I'll leave you with this. Like VCF 9 enables the Kubernetes native continuous delivery model for the private cloud. The goal here is to bring GitOps practices, align that with our proven enterprise security, make it all repeatable, and implement all of that in on-prem private cloud environments. And that's the goal with VCF 9, and that's certainly why we're out here doing what we're doing.
Totally agree with you. All right. As you heard, VCF automation integrated with Argo CD positions you to support modern workloads and AI initiatives by enabling that fast, reliable, and compliant deployment workflows that scale across environments. All right. Hope you liked this episode. Please join us for our next one. This is your host, Taka Winishi, signing off. Have an awesome week and see you until next time. Bye.